Episode 7 of the Toxic Macho. We have a lot in store for you. We have Frime Haina from Lost, Evangeline Lilly versus Yunjim Kim, because Hollywood is lost, being accused of toxicity and racism. In the new book, Burn It Down from Maureen Ryan, we got all kinds of info on that. And then, of course, silliness knows no bounds. The rise of Latino white supremacy. ¿Qué? Vamos.
Thought I was your only vato. Hey baby, ¿qué pasó? Won't you give me un beso?
I'm here. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Let me know if you can see and hear me, because, we just want to be seen and heard. Give me the thumbs up. It's Wednesday. It's another edition of the Toxic Macho. And we are going to get a little macho. Of course, we got our Frime Haina battle. But, man, do we have some topics for you to go over. It's wild, man. It's wild. So let me say hello to all the early comers first. Professor Logos, wasn't surprised. The media does everything inspired to divide people and pit them against one another. Good to see you, man. It's been a minute. It's Courtney. Hello. Bestia 2.0. We all know the group of people that are calling Latinos white supremacists. It's the melanated people that hate and are jealous of Latinos. LOL. Oh boy, we're going to get into it. Art, what's up? Ari. Eyes and ears. Orale. Willie the Monkey King. What's up, Willie? I'm doing really good. I'm actually really good. We did a 15, 19 minute, almost 20-minute little pre-game, live pregame on Instagram, because we're trying to bring in that Instagram crowd over here. And, that was interesting. It made my anxiety double. That's just me, though. That's just me. My anxiety just goes up because you want the best show and you want all your information together. So, we got some great people here. You guys are awesome. Becky, I haven't seen you in a minute. Hello, Becky. Hello, Black Lives. I'm a white supremacist. You're a white supremacist. We're all white supremacists. Shield wall of dragons. Evangeline Lilly's old and busted looking in there. Dude, that's rough, bro. That's rough. Okay, all right. Here's what I want you guys to do. Members, I love you guys. Latinos, I love you guys. Subscribers and friends. Share the link, smash the like. We shared it on Twitter, which I really appreciate you guys. And we have, quite the busty looking. What's up, D-Bud? Busty looking. I like busty looking better. We have a lot to go over. So let's do the fun one first, okay? Because we'll keep checking in here. We have a Frime Haina battle, Lost Edition. Yunjim Kim versus Evangeline Lilly. What is the tally? Okay. We have 23 votes. 35% for Kim, 65% for Evangeline Lilly. Early on, Kim had the early leads, but there you go. Evangeline Lilly is just starting to take it away, 24 votes. We only have 16 likes, though, so we need to get that up there, guys. We need to work on that for sure. Now let's bring in our video, because I believe we have a Frime Haina video. If I can, let me see, where's it at? I know I had it ready. Or did I? Give me a second, guys. Today. And now I can't find it. Give me a second, guys. Say hello to each other. Say, what's up? What's up? Where is that video? Oh, we need that one. God, we have so many things. Where is, oh, there it is. No, that's not it. It fooled me. Okay, no problem. I just have to download it again real quick. And yes, it is worth it because Fletcher Williams put it together. He's been producing, man. He's been, the guys are already on the job with his other stuff. Really appreciate his time. Okay, here we go. Boom. There you have it, guys. The Lost Edition Haina battle, Firme Haina battle, Yunjim Kim versus Evangeline Lilly. Let's play it. Nice. Oh, it's a Canadian. Wait a minute. So she's 43, born August 3rd, 1979. Okay. That's a great shot right there. That's a beautiful shot. It's a beautiful woman, man. Oh, yeah. 5-5. Golfer clap. Like this music. Now, here's the controversial short hair. What are you guys fans of Evangeline's short hair? Are you guys fans of this? Hubba hubba. Nice. Yeah, but the short hair guys, let me know. And I know, can you guys hear the sound when I play it? Anyways, let me bring this back up. Go. Yeah, that's a great shot. Oh, hey, well, this needs further review here. This is from the second Ant-Man movie. And I mean, from the cut on her dress, right? Whatever they call it, showing that side leg all the way up. You got half that back. Then you got baby got back. Damn. Slit. Thank you. Oh, you don't hear the music? You don't hear the music, Fletcher? I mean, it's just a beat. Let me see. We got our own music here. Hold on. I got some music for you guys. Let me see. There we go.
That's better.
Yeah.
I go.
Okay. All right, let's continue. She was an elf, so minority representation. Oh, wait a minute. This also needs further review. This is the toxic macho. This is our Firme Haina part right now. Okay. Sheer top. Looks like a black sort of like bikini top underneath that. And then I believe it is a turquoise colored underwear. It's not bikini, but it is incredible. Then her hair is back. Look at her face. Wow.
That's better.
Wow. Yeah, I don't care if it's touched up. It's touched up in the right way. Is it blue? I say it's turquoise. Get out of here, Sander. Stop being a party pooper, Sander. All right, here we go. Very pretty. Oh, yes. See, I almost think that most actresses take this type of shot. That booty will make a man want to get on his knees and pray God for his great work. Yes. Yes. Nice, Aaron. But I'm telling you that this is like your you see all the great beautiful actresses take these types of like high-end photo shoots like this, you know, where everything is done right. Hair, the outfit, obviously, the lighting, then the posing. Incredible, guys, incredible. All right, here we go. Versus who's she going versus Yunjim Kim. I don't know this woman. I didn't watch a lot of. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's go. Hold on. Drink some water here. Okay. Now I see why. Fletcher fought for this particular this battle here. I approve, sir. I approve. Let's see if we got some information on Miss Kim. Yes, we do. Wow, 49? You're gorgeous. Born in Seoul, South Korea. Good Lord. Very nice. Very nice. See, there you go. What did I say? What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys? This is like, you know, the best in like that photography, you know. Love it. Lighting, got the black on black. Dope. Great job, Mr. Fletcher. You know. Oh, look at that height, 5'6". Ooh, red on red. Okay. Very cute. Very cute. She's looking good, man. This is a good battle. I gotta tell you. Excuse me. Pardon me. Oh. Yeah, this is gonna be tough. Okay. Well, let's review this a little bit more. Sand. Unlike Anakin Skywalker, she likes sand. Let me go on. That one's a little dour. Short hair. No Latino rep, but Korean barbecue is lit, and we love barbecue. Show. Okay, well, there you guys have it. There's oh wow. Damn. Nice. See, every time I'm trying to wrap up, Fletcher just... What's up with that, man? What's up with that? Every time. I approve. Yunjim Kim versus Evangeline Lilly. She's just a beautiful woman. There you go. Vote now, Latinos. And vote often. That's what I say. Another amazing job by Fletcher Williams there. Bravo, sir. Bravo. Mexican Iron Man would be proud of your producing skills. He was speaking very highly of you yesterday. Very highly. I'm just playing this, and in case anyone missed it, we're hitting the replay. Okay? Let's see what you guys have to say. She was a live Link girl back in the day. Serious Olivia Munn vibes. She's got a tight body. Okay. Can I pick both in multicultural sandwich? Sucio. I think I'm voting for Evangeline Lilly. She's pretty and unexpectedly sultry. Ooh. Yeah. You can't go wrong. These are some great choices here, guys. Some great choices here. All right. Well, there you have it, guys. Vote often. Depending on what state you're in, check your ballots. 35 votes. Where are we at? 32% for Kim, 68% for Evangeline Lilly. Wow, she's running away with it. 30 people in the chat. I love it. Only 24 likes. Let's work on that math. That's Bocoso math. That kind of math, they'll say 1 + 1 is 3. So we got to fix that. Fix it now. They're both great, and they were both great on Lost. Yes. So there is a Lost connection, guys, and we're gonna.
That's better.
The connection is part of the Hollywood expose that we're going to get to, and that's why we made it the Lost edition, and we kind of try to connect it to anything that's kind of like, you know, like last week was Little Mermaid, the week before was Fast X, and we take it from there. Then our Frime Hainas don't necessarily have to be Latina, so you know that just makes it even that much more fun. Okay, so don't forget to vote. Hope you guys are doing great in the chat. Thanks for joining me on this afternoon. Wow. Okay, let's remind people who we are. We are the Slant, and let's get to our first topic. Our first topic is there is a new RPG video game, inspired survival RPG video game that looks a lot like Assassin's Creed, but it's not. And I did a post on it. It is called Ecumene Aztec. So let's share it. Have you guys heard about this? Are you guys gamers? What's going on? What I want to do is I want to check out this video with you. It's a minute trailer. Then I want to read some comments because the comments are pretty hysterical. So let's get to this right now. Okay, here we go. Let me see. You guys got this on screen? Excellent. We got a sound. Yes, we do. Take it from the top. Jacking people up. Don't those guys have any gunpowder or cannons? Oh, yes. All right. Well, there it is. It's coming out next year. What do you guys think? I want to let me read this a little bit. Got a little description somewhere here. According to developers, players will be able to pick between 3 separate classes when playing the Jaguar, Snake, or Eagle Aztec. Each one will have different skills focused on distinct kinds of gameplay. All gamers will be able to explore forests, temples, and the dense Mesoamerican city while looking for Spanish invaders to kill. They may also make check this out, guys. They may also make blood sacrifices for the gods to upgrade their characters. The game is set to be released on Steam in 2024. It's still in early development at the moment. Okay, so when they make blood sacrifices to the gods, are we going to see them killing other Aztec tribes, or just the conquistadors, just the white colonizers? I mean, fair is fair, right? I mean, and also too, I didn't see any other Mesoamerican tribes fighting along with the Spanish, because that part. Yeah, that happened a lot. But listen, it's a game. I get it. You know, Nina Infinity had commented. She replied, "Hint: they lost." Stupid. There's also another point of contention with the look of Tenochtitlan, which is this city, right? And modern kind of like media tends to make this city look very kind of dark and dour, which is not how historically it was. I thought that was interesting too. I did promise you guys we would check out some of the comments, which at this point they got 7 million views. Yikes. Over 1,200 retweets, over 3,200 quotes. Buzman wrote, sorry, but the human sacrifices will stop. Jesus Christ. Ah, I love wrong on wrong crime. Oh my God. Oh my God. So wrong. Let me see. What do we got? We got some starred comments. Let me see. Damn those Spaniards. Apocalypto, the game. Aren't they supposed to be blue? The graphics look really good. They told me there would be tacos here. Hail, everybody. Hail, Rob. Yeah, safe to say will not be historically accurate. That's right. That's right. What are you going to do? I play it. Looks badass. There you go. That's all I wanted to know. What's up, Star Wars movie Marvel purists? Good to see you here. What are some of the other comments? I mean, Twitter comments are the best. Twitter comments are the best. Are you only fighting the Spanish? Why not also the other tribes who allied with the Spanish to oppose the tyranny of the Aztecs? You'll probably fight them too. It's just a 30-second trailer. Who's gonna win this game? The guys with the armor and gunpowder. Oh. Can you be a conquistador? That's interesting. Can you be a conquistador? Neat idea, nonetheless. If this is set during the fall of Tenochtitlan, the players should be primarily fighting against the Tlaxcalans. Tlaxcalans. I can never say that word. As they formed the bulk of the attacking forces. The Aztecs, the Triple Alliance, they and the Tlaxcalan, they hated each other. Hated each other. Why? Human sacrifice, paying homage, tributes. It got too much. The Aztecs lost their minds. Why does Tenochtitlan appear so bleak? It was one of the grandest cities of all time. Hope there's lots of human sacrifices to be had. So bad. Spoiler alert, they lose. First person, right? They were very drunk. Oh boy. I did want to bring up, let me look up Aztec Empire. They are a digital comic, and Mexica Tlaxcala Castile War. And here you go, guys. The upcoming video game, Aztec, depicts Tenochtitlan as a colorless and primitive place. The Eternals movie and TV show Hernan are recent examples of perpetuating that terrible media myth. Here's a comparison of what the TV series Tenochtitlan with our web comic series, which I guess they're saying is more accurate. Yeah, I mean, Tenochtitlan was the greatest city of its time, hands down. You know, from the architecture, the murals, and everything, its system of running things. And look at, they make it look like they're in fucking huts. Oh lordy, that's not even right. That's not even right. 40 people in the chat. I love it, man. Thank you guys. 42 likes, even better. 51 votes. Now we're talking. That's what I want to see. So yeah, I mean, it's a video game. It would be nice to have those types of color. I don't know. See, the thing is once you start like it's got to be this, it's got to be that, then it's just like you got to make a lot of changes. I don't think these guys are going to make those changes. But I'm glad that they Aztec pointed it out. Tenochtitlan and Mesoamerica cities in general straight up didn't look like that. Okay? So here are these beautiful cities. Man, that's incredible. But that's why Aztec Empire, Majora Z, all these other people that really are into Mesoamerican culture, they're there. They get to post this stuff up and all that good stuff. But that is the that's the game there. That's the game. Aztec. I'm not a gamer, man. Uh, it's it looks cool. What am I gonna say? It would be cool if you can play both parts, and if there's other things going on, maybe we can get somebody who is a gamer to play it and do a review for us. That would be fun. That would be fun. Wow. Okay. Mm. All right, guys. How you guys doing in the chat? What's going on? Let's say hello to some people. Let's say hello to some people. I want to say hello to Fletcher. Well, of course, Fletcher. Willie the Monkey King's music. Aaron. Ooh, really? Wow. Yikes. Wow. Well, there you go, man. That's that is breaking news there. Raf M. I'm good, man. I'm good. And Chad Rupnare. Have you seen Apocalypto? I would love to hear your thoughts for $5. Thank you, first of all, for that. $5. Well, let me take this off. Why is this off? Remove. Stop screen. Yeah, Apocalypto. And we did a movie night a couple months ago with our members. And thank you for the super chat, guys, members, anyone who super chatted, all you good people. Every dollar counts, and I really appreciate it. I am a big fan of Apocalypto. I think it's an amazing action drama. It has a very clear purpose, and as far as Jaguar Paw and him trying to reunite and save his family, it's a very simple, high stakes adventure thriller. Those are all the actors, all the languages were Mayan, Mexican, indigenous actors. I really appreciate that as well from Mel Gibson. Obviously, Mel Gibson knows how to shoot an incredible film. The filmmaking was just breathtaking. There were some things that were historically very, inaccurate. So I know historical purists didn't like that. Some things kind of bother me that they made up, but the kind of like the timelines of things, the device of that escape towards the end where they're throwing the spears at the runners, that would not that never, that just didn't happen. And yeah, so but other than that, I love the film. It's, to me, and I've said this before in my criticism, Chad, of Namor in Wakanda Forever, is that if he wanted to do the Namor thing and all that stuff, he should have looked like Jaguar Paw, not like Tenoch Huerta. And Jaguar Paw is our real first Mayan superhero. Jaguar Paw was a great action hero, a great hero. That was not Namor. I did not like that. And I compared it. I said, listen, we already have a Mayan action hero before this, and that's Jaguar Paw. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the movie, and but it's not historically accurate, but the look and feel is. So it's good enough for me. Ironheart was not historically Braveheart was not historically accurate. So it's keep it in that context, and you're gonna have a great time. What did you think of it? Did you guys see the movie? Let's thank you with a super chat video. Thank you. All right. That was a phone one. That was a phone one. So yeah, okay, a couple starred ones, and then we're gonna get going here. So thanks again, Chad, for that super chat. Edwin, I just watched the first episode of Primo, and dude, it's really good. I highly recommend it. I might be on only one episode, but I can tell it's one of many people will, but I can tell it's one many people will absolutely love watching. Well, I've watched the whole series. I have not done yet a series review. I have reviewed it live and have mentioned it in a lot of live streams, and we've recommended to bigger channels. Yes, we recommended to Paul Chato. He didn't discover it on his own. Chato, give the slant its respect, its props, and then we can be friends again. Pero yeah. Edwin, you're in for a treat. The entire series is awesome. If you've only watched one episode, you are in for a treat. That family is hilarious. Finally, saw Que Viva Mexico. Saw a lot of people disliked it. What'd you think? Saw a lot of people. Saw a lot of people disliked it. Que Viva Mexico. I loved it. I get why people won't like it though. It is long. It is satire comedy. So some people like their satire comedies a little shorter, but he's telling a big story, and basically he that's what Luis Estrada has always done, is tell the times of Mexico and what's going on in Mexico through the lens of one family, and that's what this is. His films period are just the shit. He's got a few films on Netflix right now, including Que Viva Mexico. He's got Herod's Law and The Perfect Dictator. I start with Herod's Law. Start there and work your way up. You won't be disappointed, guys. And you know what? Here's the thing, too. If you follow me on Twitter, you know that I have starred his quote talking about censorship is the worst type of censorship. He's an auteur director, and he's very independent minded. This movie got the president of Mexico pissed at him, to where the president of Mexico tried to get this boycotted. So that there alone, guys, there's a lot of good reasons to see this film. My cat loves talking. I really like the visuals of Apocalypto. I would have to watch again to get a good concept of the story. I mean, the story is super simple, right? There's foreshadowing of bad times that come to this tribe, and you see that they're a very loving tribe. They're very connected to each other. They're ripped apart by other Mayan tribes, enslaving them and then sacrificing them. And the Spaniards haven't even showed up yet. That happens at the end of the film, and all the meanwhile, our lead, Jaguar Paw, is trying to get back to his village because he had his wife and child hide in a cenote. I mean, this is awesome. Such a good movie. Are you watching Mayans MC show? I'm not. Movies and shows. I know. Kill me now. It is a show that I have never seen. I have a few of those. You guys would hate me if I told you what shows I have never watched an episode of. The board game episode was funny to me. Oh, you're talking about yeah. Was it Game Champ? It's an episode in Primo called Game Champ. That episode is so good. Oh God. Julissa, I just finished Primo and I really enjoyed it. My husband, who isn't Mexican, enjoyed it too. Well, and that's the thing. I've been telling all these people, and I tell it in my videos, is you can have two things at once. You can have representation, but have an equally, if not better, storytelling to where you're not telling the audience that these are Latinos. The Latinos are part of the storytelling, and that is a big difference, right? There's a big difference there. It's the story is not about the ethnicity. The ethnicity happens to be in the story, and it is so much fun, that show. That's on Amazon. Rafam. Aztecs were more of the sacrifices, but Maya had advanced in a lot of fields. Raf, it depended on the kingdoms. It depended on the region, and it depended on the tribe, and it depended on who was in charge. Here's the thing. There was about 50 years before a great Aztec king, Nezacoyotl, who almost ended all human sacrifices. And he was more into architecture, poetry. He was a warrior king as well. I want his movie to be set. His movie would be killer, because they tried to kill him as a little kid. Then he grew up, came back, and he took over his kingdom. Point being is, it's all really is who's the king at that time in the region of central Mexico, and yeah. Daybot, I need some non-woke entertainment. Point me in the right direction, wrong direction. You know the wrong direction. Daybot, love you, brothers. Good to see you, man. Primo, on Prime, episode 1. Also on Prime, and can you write this out, Fletcher, for him? The head of Joaquin Murrieta. Primo's a comedy set modern, set in 2018. Okay, no politics at all. It's family comedy. Okay. The head of Joaquin Murrieta is Western action drama. You're going to like that one. Think of a spaghetti Western meets Mexican Desperado. You're going to love that one, Dave Bob. The head of Joaquin Murrieta. One more before we get to our next topic. Star Wars Marvel purist. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me Native Americans, indigenous people didn't live in peace and harmony until Europeans arrived? Say it, and so I know, man, I know. Would it surprise you guys that human nature, historically, we can say we just didn't treat each other well? Again, depending on the kingdoms and the tribes, depending on the times that you live in and what part of the world you lived in, people have a history of just enslaving and killing each other. And that was going on a long time before the Spaniards arrived, or before white supremacy was around. Oh, okay, well, some great comments. It's great to see some wonderful people in the chat. Blind Spot, Shanotsky, Stump Brat, Pete, Lord Thoth is here. Bonzo, my boy Bonzo's here. My boy Deleted Scenes. What's up, man? That's all right, man. We love you. We love you, Steven. Okay, almost 50 people live with us. Let's get that up to like 60, 70, all that good stuff. I just love that guys are all here. Smash the like, vote, and also share the link. But let's see what our voting. Oh, 70 votes. Wow. Firme Haina Battle of the Week, Lost Edition, Evangeline Lilly, 69% in the lead. I mean, I'm gonna keep it going. We can, we kind of know who the winner is, but we'll definitely keep it going. We'll end the voting after this this next segment. And look at that handsome man, Zax. What's up, buddy? What's up, D Bud? Some family here, man. Familia. Got some new people here. Rabnad Skubla. As a straight white male, I appreciate acknowledgement that my race wasn't responsible for every wicked historical act. Well, not every wicked. Yeah, I mean, look, that just would be inaccurate, right? That would just be bullshit. Adriana Diaz, buenos días. Buenas noches desde la Florida. Hey, Adriana, it's so good to see you back here. It's been a minute since I seen you live. Familia, mi gente, my people, family, la raza, the people. Well, let me take a sip of water and we're going to get into our first big subject because we're going to burn it down. Ooh, boy. Wow. Okay, there is a new book that will be coming out. It is called Hollywood Burn It Down. It's an expose by reporter Maureen Ryan. And in it, she is well, let's bring up the Lost article because this is all connected back. Everything that we're going to start talking about is connected back to her book that's coming out. And yes, I did buy my copy, and you best believe we're going to break it down. I might even read some of it live to you guys. Lindelof and Carlton Coos accused of fostering toxic environment on Lost set in new book. Okay, so Deadline and all the big ones have been running this for the last 24 hours. There you have the cast there. We remember what a great cast they were. A new book by Maureen Ryan that seeks to expose patterns of harassment and bias in Hollywood takes aims at the writer's room of Lost, where executive producers Damon Lindelof and Carlton Coos are accused of maintaining a culture of toxicity in the hit ABC drama. The excerpt of the book is already out. She reviews several people from the long running drama. This is wild, guys. This is wild, okay? Because I'm going to make an argument. I'm going to make an argument that the big channels to their take everything off right now. Take everything off. That the big channels to I think they're I want to be polite. Lack of knowledge. That's really polite. Of when we hear about writers and then actors in front of the camera for the last several years complaining about how they were treated on set, how they were treated in the writer's room. And because they happen to be a person of color, how those channels often say you're just playing the race card, the victim card. Bullshit. I'm going to say it right now, guys, and I have been saying this, and I'm going to push back, and I want you guys to hear me out because we just started here. This is the start of this, okay? Now, I want to go to, so remember what I said, guys, because you hear those stories. The latest one is Eva Longoria talking about being a female Latina director and that it's such a rare thing because, and then, just because of the way the system is set up. I'm not going after any people here, guys. I'm talking about this system in Hollywood. Okay? She's on point. She's on point. And to me, this expose just shows Hollywood's hypocrisy, their racist attitudes, and yes, their sexist attitudes at time. Now, let's present a couple of cases here. I have a PDF of one of the writers. This is a full statement that was given from one of the writers and showrunners of Lost. He happens to be a Latino. Okay? He happens to be a Latino. So I want to take it from there. And I like what he says about, I'm going to read this about I went on record in Maureen Ryan's book, Burn It Down, for several reasons. First, I have known and followed Ryan for years. She is a meticulous investigator with the highest regard for objectivity and journalistic ethics. Oh, you know what? I have a new background for this as well. Hold on. I got my Burn Hollywood background. You can't see right now, but you will. You can see the flames. Okay, let's go back to this. Over the course of the first 2 decades of my career, including 2 years in a primetime series executive at a network, I witnessed men in the position destroying the careers of others with depressing regularity. A showrunner I worked for in the 90s, one who was later written about and fired in the 2010 after multiple HR investigations, went as far as to brag to his writers that it's not that hard to ruin someone's career. You just have to whisper something about a drug problem into the right ear. Now let's go down. Let's go down, because he's talking about the ecosystem, the system, the environment of this place. And in this example, it is the Lost hit show, one of the biggest shows ever. Lost. The overwhelming tone of the writer's room was one of bullying disguised as teasing. This behavior was absolutely modeled by upper management, and race and gender were always on the table. From one of the senior writer producers posting Michelle Rodriguez's mugshot after she was arrested for DUI and spinning a funny story about how, as a wily Latina behind bars, she sold Cynthia Watros, a white cast member, to the other inmates for cigarettes, to the way in which our only Asian American writer was routinely joked about to her face as the showrunner's geisha, down to the Mickey Rooney breakfast at Tiffany's accent. It was a daily occurrence. Okay, I got one more from this to read you. This sort of environment doesn't only poison the dynamic behind the scenes, it shows up on the screen in the attitudes of the characters, their dialogue, and the stories themselves. It's no surprise to me that the main Latino character in the show was frequently portrayed as a feckless, ignorant, and gluttonous, therefore the justifiable butt of countless fat jokes. Okay, we know he's talking about, right? We know that character he's talking about. We know the character he's talking about. So that is from a final statement, and you can get that PDF. Let me make sure I get the link for you. But I first heard about this last night from Cameron Pasha. Okay, this is the final statement from Javier Grillo Marchua on the racism at Lost. This is what Cameron was telling me. Okay, we were texting all night long. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to bring up Cameron's Patreon post. I want to bring up Cameron's Patreon post and further dive into this. Okay, and because I want to present to you that this J.J. Abrams run thing, these are the most liberal progressive people in Hollywood, but this is the ongoing behavior, that it's not isolated, guys. Okay, one of my mentors in the 90s, he happened to be a Latino. He was the first staff writer for Living Color, the comedy show. He was the first Mexican American on there, right? You would see, you probably have seen some of his work. He was the butt of a lot of racist shit from production, from other writers. That's just how it was, and that's just how it is. That I remember when he told me that was wild. That kind of like I was really disappointed in hearing that, because I'm such a In Living Color fan, but they treated him like shit. They literally had a rubber taco, and this was like a greeting. This was not a joke, because they didn't know him at the time. They greeted him right on his the doorway entrance to his office, and they stapled rubber tacos on his doorway. To me, I think that would be funny if you knew the guy, and like you're dishing, you guys are dishing shit out. But that's rough, dog. That's rough. And this man is a prolific writer. You have seen some of his work. I guarantee you've seen his work. Anyways, so this is not isolated, guys. I find this stuff absolutely fascinating. Now, let's go to Cameron Pasha's amazing Patreon. Let me pause this. Where am I here? Pause. Let's go to his this is a recent. I'm trying to pause it. There we go. This is a very recent post that he put up. Scoop: Kathleen Kennedy scared of new book revealing Lucasfilm racism. What book is that, guys? It's the same book. It's the same book. It's the same fucking book. I mean, if you're not on Cameron Pasha's Patreon, you need to get your ass down there right now. This man is epic. I want to go to his latest update, guys. I want to go to his latest. You think I'm making this shit up, bro? You think, oh, you Latinos, you minorities, you're just victim signaling. Oh, you're just complaining. No, dog. This is real shit that people have gone through. These are fucking professionals who should be treated with dignity and respect and professional manner. That's bullshit. That shit is, you know what I'm talking about, guys. Name of the book. It's right there in the skull. Hollywood, Burn It Down. And I did my pre-order already. It's on Amazon. Okay, look at the update, guys. Look at the update. Per the table of contents available on Amazon, Lucasfilm is mentioned on pages 165 to 169, 170, 173, 174. Kathleen Kennedy is mentioned on page 280. Star Wars is mentioned on pages 102, 165, 169, blah, 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 blah. George Lucas, blah, blah. There is indeed a substantial discussion on Lucasfilm issues. Interesting. J.J. Abrams is mentioned on pages 79 and 80, 112, 136, 171. Everyone's favorite Mexican Iron Man's favorite creator, Alex Kurtzman. He's mentioned on pages 136, 161, 172. And he goes up. Did we get this? I don't think it caught the whole thing. Guys, this is not good for KK and the people at Lucasfilm. Okay? I just got off the phone. KK is terrified of what revelations may come out in the upcoming Hollywood expose on racism, and she's blaming J.J. Abrams for throwing her under the bus. Wow. Apparently, Kennedy is pissed that fucker Abrams is going to sink us with him. Oh, you know he is, dog. That's how you guys do. Bunch of rats. Wow. Ooh. According to the rumors in the office, JJ has been pushed out of the club. His ability to control the narrative is gone. No wonder a book got made. The book got made, man. Apparently, it could show that it was Kennedy who ordered the minorities of off the posters for the Star Wars movie to appease China because she thinks China hates blacks and gays. Whoa! Pasha's insider. In their view, taking minority characters off the poster for Star Wars sequels is the most blatantly racist thing she has done. Let me continue. There are unconfirmed rumors in Lucasfilm that J.J. Abrams sidelined Finn, The Force Awakens, as a janitor. That's not a rumor. That's what happened. Now, why did they downgrade him? Is to satisfy both Chinese hostility to a black lead. And Kennedy is apparently afraid that Abrams will ultimately pin that decision on her. Of course he is. He's already tried to apologize for Evangeline Lilly and his behavior, set behavior and trying to do some nude scene from years ago. This is the case I'm laying before you guys, right? I mean, these are people who try to tell us about racism and Black Lives Matter and this agenda matters, and look at how they treat minorities and women. But this is not isolated, guys. This has been going on in Hollywood forever, and that's the bullshit that I'm always trying to call out. So when I talk about a show I'm excited about, it is so rare that show actually makes it, that happens to be a great Latino show. You understand how rare that is, guys? They don't give a shit about Latinos. They damn don't give a shit about Chicanos, right? We know diversity inclusion seldom means, that huge group. They'll take their money at the box office, but that is going to be a salacious book. A salacious book, guys. And it just fortifies when I do my commentary on different movie topics. It just fortifies to my argument that when you hear an Eva Longoria talk about the system, when you hear a John Leguizamo, listen, politics and all be aside, when he's talking about the system of Hollywood, they are fucking on point, dead right. We're very complex people, right? You can actually argue and disagree and agree with a friend on different issues. That happens all the time. So take away the fact that it's Johnny Legs or even Longoria and look at what they're talking about. There hasn't been a Latina director, a female director who has done a studio film in over 20 years. The fuck out of here with diversity and inclusion, man. Okay, Paulie. Okay, so let's bring this back up. So listen, this book is hot. And there's it's going to be very interesting to hear what's happening. This is probably a huge reason why Lindelof was off that movie before he was even on it, because they already knew about the book. You can best believe that. And the way they treated people, characters of color, from Lost to this only reinforces my belief in that the ones that that preach diversity and inclusion are really truly, I'm going to be nice, even though I've already been stacking it to them, has been ignorant at the least. So Iger knew about this book and did not stop it from going to the presses or forbid former Disney employees from throwing Lindelof under the bus. It is because he may have been planning to use revelations in the book about Lucasfilm in a killing blow against Kathleen Kennedy. Absolutely incredible. Wow. What do you guys think of all this? What's going on? I got some starred comments. I want to read them, but first I got a super chat from Shanatsky. $5. He's a member of the channel. Are you guys members of the channel? You should be members of the channel. Communists in the 1940s, Hollywood kept anti-communist films from happening. This coming out means that the projections on JJ plus the others in the book are SOL. Yeah. Yep. This book would have been killed 3 years ago. I mean, the fact that this book got made, that is being I got my book. I got my book today. Let me show you the book cover. Oh, wait a minute, stop this. Let me show you the book cover. This is good. Oh, this is juicy. I don't care. It's juicy. It's real though, man. And again, like I said, it just brings to light shit we've been talking about here on the channel. And I was on Society Reviews channel last night, and that panel was just going after me, saying, like wild claims. I'm like, I'm not fucking wild. There's no claims here. It's facts. It's facts. Do you guys work in Hollywood? Are you guys trying to get a movie done? It's difficult to begin with, but I'm just saying. Take away how you feel about, Longora or legs or whatever. Those are facts. Shit doesn't. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop. Let's get heated, man. Getting heated, dog. 50 in the chat. I love you. There it is. Let's read some of these as we do it. Cameron told me about this book. Base in Your Face. Hollywood is burning itself down with all the commie woke stuff they push. I've had lunch with Cameron before. I know my fill on the dirty goings in the industry. Pat Finch. ¿Qué pasó, Pat? Been watching Ricky Gervais's new show, German Genius, on Max. I have Max. Its co-creator stars are actor Kira Ramadan, and it's satire on the German film industry. That's going to be on my list. Aaron, what's up, Aaron? Nothing in that book should be a surprise to anyone. Aaron, you know what's going on. Thank you for being here. The book should be published in a PR move to throw JJ out. They can't do it directly, but they can just let this shit get out and do it for them. I mean, this is bad, dude. Because right now, no one wants to be accused of being a racist. You might as well be accused of murdering somebody, especially with all the stuff they're trying to push on people. Fucking crazy. Dave Chappelle talked about this years ago. The environment is sick and fosters these kinds of behaviors. Mexican Iron Man. I'm officially the brown face of white nationalism. So says the New Yorker. Got it. So say Mexican Iron Man. Cult Classic Cage. Cassie, my new friend Cassie's here. Damn, that sucks because Living Color was damn entertaining. It is entertaining. Listen, it's still entertaining. A lot of shows, I'm sure if we knew about the goings-ons, behind the scenes, we'd stop watching them. Don't stop watching it. And I'm going to have Cassie here on the show really soon. Really liked her. Well, the racism is quite obvious. We don't need a book to tell us. Well, it's just like, it's just, I'm really looking forward to this. And I'm really looking for a call to change, because this is the thing as well. We have one, if not two, strikes that are going to be happening. Writers is going on a month now. Directors Guild might be going on a strike. This is seismic. The more seismic change, guys, the more creative change, guys, the more creativity is going to be ushered back, because the people in charge are going to see what makes us money. Let's go back to that. Mexican Iron Man is going to do our books, and we're going to be good with the people. The people. Shield Wall of Dragons, Shield Wall. There should be way more Latino shows. But I bet even less get made now that the Latinos are starting to be seen as no longer willing supporters of the radical left and rebelling. Ándale pues. Jim Watari. I ordered the Audible version. I ordered the Kindle. Chad, I'm in the film industry. I've seen it firsthand. Chad, I could tell. We have a lot of film industry people here right now. Sean Mountain, a book about Hollywood I actually want to read. Wow, you guys have been freaking on fire. Incredible. Love all the new people that are here. And that is our commentary on this book, on Lost. JJ, I mean, this is really, really, like some of you guys are saying, as far as the Latino slant is concerned, it's not surprising. It's not surprising. And this is not, take it for what it is when I say this, but this is not a a victim stance when I say this is not surprising, but we've been dealing with this shit, Latinos in the industry, forever. But we keep working hard, and sometimes we make it, but sometimes, a lot of times, treated like shit, treated in, disrespectfully. And, they even said it in there, man. People's lives get destroyed. People's careers get destroyed. Why? Because you can prove that you can do it, because you're so powerful with your, you're wielding your little power and your little fucking, office, and because you can write a show, and, it's insane, bro. It's insane. So, my hat's off to all these people that have spoken into this book, and I cannot wait to read it, guys. Cannot wait. Fletcher Williams is here. Are you back with us? What's up, brother?
Oh, hey, what's up, everyone?
We got a good show happening, huh?
I know, man. Everybody, thanks to the chat. Thanks for all the super chats. Don't forget to hit the like button. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. Also, when this stream is over, if you could please leave a comment, that helps with the algorithm, because we sometimes get buried under all this bad YouTube mumbo jumbo. But thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Fletcher Williams, for producing another great show. We have the big topic coming up, but let's announce the winner of the Firme Haina Lost Edition, Yunjim King versus Evangeline Lilly.
And the winner is,
dude, great video, great job. I'll let you read the winners there.
Frime Haina of the week, Lost Edition. Evangeline Lilly with 65%, and Yunjim Kim with 34 poll complete out of 84 votes. Man, that's savage. We got a lot of votes in there.
I think this I think this deserves another view of the video. What do you think?
Oh, well, if the chat agrees, let's go.
A victory lap, right?
Victory lap.
Yeah, victory lap. There's nothing wrong with the victory lap, guys. Welcome to the episode 7. Wait a minute, that's not it. Oops. Trying to be slick. A victory lap. Here, let me get this ready here. Okay, that's where it's at. Because also too, we need to play this one last time for all the people that got here late.
Yeah, we did get like a big influx of awesomeness.
Yeah, it's only fair.
People, yeah. So people missed out.
Fair. Here you go, and you guys know who the winners are. But yeah, especially if Mexican Iron Man got here late, we got to play for him. Here you go, buddy. Play some other music here. Any commentary on these videos, these images that you
I did watch Lost with my wife, and we were so mad because we were like, but at least we were only suckered, I think, for like 2.5 seasons, and we're like, wait a minute, I don't think they have something going on in this show. But the actresses, I remember they were, they kind of, I think these are two of the ones that made it kind of all throughout. I didn't watch like the later seasons.
Okay, I gotta say, some of these photos, man, bravo.
I say those are blue. I mean, if there was
it doesn't matter. They don't care.
I don't think the color was the issue, right?
And the thing with Yunjim, I have no idea who she is.
Oh, she's got a few things going on, and she's big in Korea, of course.
No, but what I'm saying is that you've made me a fan.
Yay! All right, yeah, she's got a lot of stuff going on. She's really big in Korea.
I can see from here she's got a lot of stuff going on.
She's got a lot of stuff going on. But I think part of it also is, we got a lot of heat from the chat last time because they were like, your highness are really young. And now we're like,
yeah,
now we're confident. Now we're saying, hey,
thanks for taking the note. We're sticking to.
We're taking notes here. We want you to know that your opinion matters in this land.
Yeah, but listen, everyone's of age. Don't get crazy, chat.
Yeah.
And here, unlike Anakin Skywalker, this is dedicated to Mexican Iron Man. Kim here likes sand.
Sand, it's okay. Yeah.
Sand gets
Sand is
everywhere.
always right.
Well, there you have it. I
There you
love
go.
that. That's a
Latino
great photo.
representation.
Great photo. Great job.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Well, there you have it. The winner of the Frime Haina battle. Every Wednesday we pit two incredible ladies against each other, and you guys get to vote. And we'll take it from there. Yunjim is looking fine, but she ain't got the booty. hey, it's all good, man. The entourage effect. What's poppin', mi gente? Saludos desde Massachusetts. I never heard of it like that.
Massachusetts.
That's funny. And you got the little, is it Puerto Rican flag?
Yeah.
Yeah. Saludos. What's up, Puerto Rico? I love that. It's good to have all kinds of Latinos here, man. I got to tell you, it's a great international crowd of Slantinos. That's right. If you're not a Latino, you're a Slantino. You don't got to be Latino to be a Slantino.
We should do like Slantino's cards, So if you don't have a like your Latino card, you said, yes, sir, but I am a Slantino. I want extra salsa on those tacos, please.
Well, are we ready to get into the main topic of the day? It gets kind of serious now.
Oh, yeah.
It gets kind of serious. It's gonna get. I'll bring you in later on, but I'm gonna.
right.
We're gonna open up this main article and try to approach this with as much balance as I can if I don't get too mad. But we'll see it. We'll see you in a little while. All right. Good job, Fletcher Williams. Before we begin, let me make sure I've said hello to you guys, and let me make sure that you guys have smashed the like. It's shared on Twitter, and also too, are you guys subscribed to us? This is one of 2 weekly live streams we do, and we just really appreciate that you guys are part of the channel's growth. And if you guys are new or old, it doesn't matter. Say hello. If you're a member, why don't you guys throw up your emojis and we'll Slantino it right there, like I just did. Okay. Well, my friends, apparently the New Yorker is thinking there is a rise of Latino white supremacy. Guys, ready? All right, let's rock this. At a time of rising racial violence, Latinos are potential perpetrators and potential victims. By Eduardo Cadova. Or Cadava. Can't really read that. That's it. On May 6th, a 33-year-old Mexican-American man named Mauricio Garcia shot and killed 8 people at an outlet mall in Allen, Texas. Then he was shot and killed by an off-duty police officer. Because of the white supremacist views the shooter expressed in a diary and online, many were shocked that he was Latino. Okay. Let's stop there. Because of the white supremacist views the shooter expressed. So we're talking about someone who's violent tendencies. So I would not be surprised if this gentleman has a history of a mental disorder, some sort of mental inability to be normally functioning in a society, right? I don't know what that has to do with white supremacy, but I know there's some information about this killer in which he aligns himself with Nazi, Yahtzee thinking, all that other stuff. But we're going to get into it. But this writer's already setting you up, guys. In fact, Latino white supremacy isn't an oxymoron, and carrying out a premeditated mass shooting in the United States is one of the more American things a Latino could do. I mean, I should stop reading this article right there. I should stop. It is an oxymoron. And carrying out a mass shooting in the United States, and you're saying it's one of the more American things you can do? I don't know, brother. I read up on you. You're an academic at Northwestern. I'm not surprised. You can sit in that tower of yours and write this. You can connect this to your own feelings on gun control, but that is just plain wrong what you said. And it's really disrespectful to the majority of Americans. It's not even down. I'm not even past the first paragraph. We're only 5 months into 2023, and at that time, 17,000 people have been killed by guns in the country. I can tell you right now, the majority of them are not mass shootings. Mass shootings are a very, 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 very small number of people that are being killed by guns. Being killed by guns sucks, period. But this is what you're connecting and equating to white supremacy, being an American. You got problems, bro. Meanwhile, there are more than 60 million Latinos in the United States, and motivated by extremism or a sense of fear, they've bought a lot of guns in the past few years. Wow. In his and I looked up some facts on that. In the last few years, what has happened? COVID. In the last few years, everyone has bought more guns. In the last couple of years, sir. Every single person of every single strife. Ay, mama. Oh, let me change my background. Yeah, man. Not having it. In his 2004 book, Who Are We? The Changes in America's National Identity, the late political scientist Samuel P. Huntington fretted over how Mexican immigration was changing the Anglo-Protestant mainstream culture of the United States. He worried that Mexican immigrants weren't assimilating as earlier European immigrants had done. The criteria, he wrote, can be used to gauge assimilation of an individual group, a group, or generation that includes language, education, occupation, income, citizenship, intermarriage, and identity. Huntington believed that the descendants of Mexican immigrants weren't hitting their markers, but he was wrong. They assimilated like others. They learned, but he was wrong. And when you hit this link, right, like I have, it talks about who was this writer, and we will have that link in the video box description. Okay, I won't sell you short there. They assimilated like others did. They learned English, intermarried, became loyal Americans, and adopted American politics, including its most extreme and violent forms. Okay. The Mexican immigrant experience is completely different than that of the European immigrant experience. We didn't cross oceans. It was more of a migration going back and forth, which is still the story today. We settled with each other. We keep speaking the language. And yes, we did learn English, but guns, protection, that's not an American invention in regards to people protecting themselves. It's kind of been done all over. What I'm getting early on is that this person is not too high on being an American. The principles of being American, whether it's your patriotism to your country, your belief in God, your belief in family, your belief in being a kind and loving neighbor. No, there's something else going on here with this. Going back to the killer, we don't know a lot about Garcia, but the diary he kept in the years leading up to the shooting made it clear his glowing persuasion by white power ideology. Actually, that's not correct. We actually do know a few things about this killer that the New York Post did a story on. What we know about this killer. You know what? Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up. Because it took me a second to find this out. Because I want the full story. I want the full, what is going on here. What we know about Garcia. 33. Looked into his past. It revealed he served in the Army in 2008, but was eventually removed due to mental health concerns. Law enforcement sources told local ABC 30. That right there should excuse this gentleman from your article on Latinos and the rise of white supremacy. I don't know where you get off on connecting this horrific tragedy and this man's mental state to white supremacy. This man's mental state was so off that he would probably adhere to, freaking any supremacy because he's got major health, mental concerns. Garcia had undergone several firearm proficiency courses in 2015 and 2018 as part of his security guard work. Investigators began probing whether Garcia held neo-Nazi views after police found a patch on his chest with the acronym, which stands for Right-Wing Death Squad. That was on his chest. Garcia also appeared to be casting his targets for weeks. So it's premeditated, right? This guy was getting everything ready to kill a bunch of people. How do you fight that? How do you combat that? How is that white supremacist? I don't understand. I know this is tough for you guys, but I want to get through this because I believe this New Yorker article ultimately is a disservice and disrespectful to the Latino community here in the United States and to Americans. Let me read this. The mass shooter alluded to his declining mental health too. One of his final posts lamented that no psychologist would be able to fix him and his fears of what his family might say about him. Heartbreaking, man. This shit's real. People that kill and do wild shit like this, it's years in the making. Their mental decline, their paranoia. They're gonna latch onto anything. Again, what does this have to do with white supremacy? Am I dumb? I don't think I'm dumb. I think I know what I'm talking about. I think I'm a rather sound, smart person. Gone through my own shit. And I can tell you right now, in regards to keeping a sane, sober mind, it's a daily practice. Some people need more. Some people need therapy. Some people need even more than that. This gentleman was beyond repair when they're incapable. And he had remorse, right? He had that empathy as far as what his family think of him. I mean, it's, and let me stop right now. I'm not, listen. Guy killed a lot of people, affected a lot of families, and my heart is with you guys. I just don't see why this writer is using this tragedy. Well, he's trying to, he's pushing his agenda, this writer. And it's pretty upsetting to me. Oh, okay. And everything here, I just kind of reiterated. So we know a lot about him. I don't know why he said that. Garcia continued to see himself as Latino, which he never equated with whiteness. And at moments, he manifested pride in his in his non-white Latino identity is a confusing set of ideas that nevertheless has a long history among Latinos, in part because the category Latino itself has been fiercely contested, with some arguing, for example, that it should be classified as a race, then an ethnicity. Again, Garcia was deeply disturbed. He's going to manifest anything that makes him feel good, that makes him feel part of something, that makes him feel worth something, and even that didn't work. A New York Times op-ed focuses on the lineage of Latino white supremacists, a lineage before Garcia, a lineage. Millions and millions of Latino men. You're going to give me a lineage here. You're going to connect the dots. Famous Latino white supremacists. Pete Garcia, Mexican American segregationalist in Dallas in the 1950s. Okay, you're going back to the 1950s. Who else you got? George Zimmerman, Florida, 2012, busting out the hits. Alex Ramos, who beat a black protester in 2017. Unite the Rally, Charlottesville, Terrio, P-Boy, leader, recently convicted of seditious conspiracy. Nick Fuentes, a white nationalist live streamer. So this is the lineage of Latino white supremacists. Got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 men that you're naming since this last 70 years. Most of these Latinos say they're non-white, even though they they joined the groups they belong to, and the violence they committed defended whiteness and white power ideology. Oh, man. Scholars and journalists have described these Latino white supremacists in different ways. Some Latinos, they've argued, are also affiliated by aspirational whiteness or the desire to be white in order to fit into the racial and capitalist order of the United States to avoid the discrimination that Black Americans experience or to justify the purest of individual wealth and belonging. Black Americans, we don't want to be discriminated like you guys, so we're going to fit in. We're going to call ourselves white, act white, be white, so we can be part of the racial and capitalist order of the United States. Man. They ascribe to multiracial whiteness, which the political scientist Cristina Beltran defines as an identity that people from all racial backgrounds can participate in. And the example, if you click on through, it's talking about a multiracial America. These guys have a big problem with assimilation, right? It worked for some, it doesn't work for others. To acculturate works for some, doesn't work for others. What is it? You're doing it to the major society at the time. And if at that society at the time is white Judeo-Christian and you're calling that white supremacy, okay then. I guess. Not to say that these haven't been rooted in other countries, right? Greed, power, supremacy over another tribe. Hey, we kind of already talked about that before with pre-colonial tribes. It's rooted, she writes, in discriminatory world view in which feelings of freedom and belonging are produced through the persecution and dehumanization of others. Guys, this has got nothing to do with whiteness. That is human fucking behavior, human history. We have done nasty shit to each other since the dawn of time. Such concepts help explain how, in a country with rising racial violence, Latinos can be both potential perpetrators and potential victims. I mean, rising racial violence. And I'd like to know where's your stats? No stats there. Every stat, every connection, every backup has been from another academia person on the far left. Where's your balance, man? It's the New Yorker. There you go. Many Latinos, like other Americans, have responded to their sense of victimhood by buying weapons. I mean, I'm going to jump ahead, guys. I'm going to jump in. Let's read the last paragraph. I think you guys can get you've made up your mind, you've informed your own opinions and get the gist of this. In Texas alone, where there have been 21 mass shootings so far this year, they've left 34 people dead and another 82 injured. I had to update these numbers 3 times while writing this essay. In at least 4 of them, the shooters were Latino. Okay, so 21 mass shootings in Texas, 4 of them Latino. Demographics, that's actually low. Demographic-wise, Latinos make up a bigger majority of Texas. So I don't get what this homeboy is. I do get it, but it's this argument is completely ridiculous. And there's actually some lies going on here. It's actually not true on what a lot of this guy is saying. We live in a country where everyone from university deans to corporate executives extols the virtues of assimilation and diversity, but the growing diversity of gun owners who inflict mass death should cause us to rethink inclusion's underlying assumptions. No, man. No, absolutely not. This person doesn't believe in the Second Amendment, doesn't believe in guns. That's what this is. This is ultimately, it's not about a white supremacist thought or these tragedies. You're using these for your argument to get rid of guns, because you believe if you get rid of the guns, the problems will be gone. And I say, no matter how many guns you get rid of, when you have someone that deeply disturbed, they will find a way. Unfortunately, that is how life works. It's beautiful and it's fucking brutal at the same time. It is horror, it's horrific, and it is honorable. This is life, guys. You step out that door, right? So, 2, should Latino white supremacist thinking, another marker of Latino assimilation at a time when white power ideology is spreading rapidly at home and abroad. Bro, you need to get out more. You need to come and hang out with, regular people who happen to be white, black, brown, German, Asian, Irish. The I just mentioned are all my neighbors. You need to hang out with them. You need to hang out with us. Come on over for a barbecue. We'll talk. Expressing surprise or disbelief at the fact that Latino white supremacist shooters exist marks them as outsiders, as many Latinos before them have been marked. It should be the shootings that we see as un-American, not the shooters themselves. Wait a minute. You're ending your article, your argument, by what's the word I'm looking for? But you're ending the argument of this essay, this New Yorker essay. I write for the New Yorker. It's an essay. You have ended your article, your essay, by contradicting yourself. You literally just contradicted yourself in your own article. And I quote you, but it should be the shootings that we see as un-American, not the shooters themselves. Let's go back up. where you say this horrific line. Carrying out a premeditated mass shooting in the United States is one of the more American things a Latino could do. Well, there you have it, guys. There you have it. Here's what I would like you to do. I would like you to use your social media and share your feelings on what was just read. Get the link. Here, I'm going to put the link. I'm going to put this article link. There it is. And let people know what you think about this. Because here's the other sad reality is people are taking this for gospel. And in some of the comments that I've seen this being shared, incredible article, I'm going to teach it to my students. Well, we can teach it to our students too. Fair is fair, right? Fair is fair. Take the article, retweet it, do what you got to do, and let people know how you feel. You know, I think that's part of the problem in contradict when we're in disagreement. We you know with another side. It's like, well, we're gonna be nice. We're not, we're not, okay. We're gonna be the civilized one. We could still be civilized, but you have to push back and let your thoughts be known. Okay, what do you guys think? What do you think of this? This is heavy, and I got a lot of stars. This has been a really, really good show, guys. Really good stream. Where else are you gonna have a stream like this? You're not gonna have a stream like this anywhere else. Fantastic. 45 of you just hanging out, sticking it through with me talking this crazy article. 82 likes. Let's get it to 100. That is insane. Let me throw out some Slantinos for you. Let's read your star comments. Stump Brat. Paulie, soap opera sets can get pretty tense, especially when there is a hollering diva on the set. Oh, that was from our last one. Yeah, I bet. Normal people don't think this way. Thank you, Rob. Who wrote this article? A white progressive? Well, a progressive. Bass in your face. Latino white supremacist checking in. Darius, what's up? Dyrus. They view the Constitution of America and Christianity with white supremacy. Gotcha. Wow. We'll see how that works out for them. Paulie, in the 70s films and TV shows, they're all races. Weird how we've regressed. It is, Stump Brat. It is, my friend. The IJP Mexican. Is that I or an L? The IJP Mexican. Woo! Talk about poisoning the well right off the bat. That was a crazy first paragraph. The guy's passionate about what he believes in. You got to give him that. I just don't agree. Pops, what's up, Pops? Him on Twitter. I think the tragedy in Allen is another sign of Latino assimilation. Oh, God. Oh, God. And it's one that should force us to question assimilation and diversity underlying assumptions. What are assimilation and diversity's underlying assumptions? That's awful. That's awful, right? That you're connected as a sign, this sign of, of a mass shooter, of a deranged person. And there's deranged people now we can say who are, of different backgrounds and different identities, if you know what I mean, who have committed horrific crimes, who are just absolutely mentally deranged. What does it have to do with assimilation, man? And what are we assimilating to? Being an American? Well, heaven forbid, it's the worst thing you can do. And it's one that should force us to question assimilation. I'm going to hold my tongue, man. Base in your face, mass shootings happen every day in Chicago. There were 50 killings via mass shootings there last weekend. Chicago is a really, really horrific, is in a very horrific state right now. Your local leaders have failed you. And I was just talking about this to some other friends, and my heart's with you. E-Clay. Not only that, but it only takes two people to be considered a mass shooting. Jaime is a new member. Jaime G. Voltaic Blood. He's going to be a guest on the show next week. I promise. Pops is doing some work for me. I love Pops. How could mass violence by a Latino white supremacist be anything other than a sign of assimilation? Yes, that's the only way that you can explain it, because I don't know, how could anyone, connect themselves to destructive thinking like white supremacy, or let's just say Yahtzees, and be a person of color? Well, you know what? It happens all the time. People with different backgrounds think they're better than other people, and they get in their little fucking groups and they think that they're better than other people, and they do nasty shit to each other. That is the oldest thing that I've heard, guys. You know what I'm saying? This is nothing new, and it has nothing to do with assimilation. Ooh, I'm getting mad. Accidental tourist. The author of that article embodies the phrase, figures can't lie, but liars can figure. Orale, very nice. Salty buttered bags, gabacho, man. You've got, I've got to be gabacho, man. Gabacho, man. I've got to be a gabacho. Classic comics. They have soaring rates of high blood pressure, diabetes, and obesity. I'd say they're assimilating just fine. And you know what? That was my other article I was going to bring up, and not the Aztec one, was Bill Maher, putting down obesity, talking about this whole thing. As a guy who, I'm going to be 53, I train in jiu-jitsu, I teach jiu-jitsu, fitness, yoga, everything. You are absolutely right. You want to talk about being a supremacist to this garbage of diet and non-activity and drugs. That is the true killer right here. These are the true killers. And you know what? They kill everybody. They don't care what color you are. Latinos can make better, more patriotic Americans than white people who often adopt Marxist thought and woke ideologies. Also, in the old days, if you got off the boat, you were hated. Very nicely said. CJC, the Spanish and English conquerors, one of the worst white supremacists. Yeah, man. But what I mean, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. CJC, connect that to what are we talking about now? That's all. That's all, man. That's all. That's all. We're here now together. All of us are together, right? You got black, white, Asian, all kinds of Latinos. You got all kinds of beautiful people on this earth together in one country. We can make it. We can't make it. We can't make it anywhere. But seriously, we know the horrors of our history. I'd say my lifetime, right? In my lifetime, I've seen so much great change. Come on, man. Come on. Truck, stop, mixtape, my brother. Love you. You're so right, my brother. This is irresponsible journalism. I was a bit of shock of what I read, but, I wanted to also make sure that I looked up this gentleman, this, deranged, unstable killer, and find out, soon as he had his health problems, the mental health problems, like that's it. That's it. Truck stop, love that you're here. Cult classic cage, just more signs of news organizations that don't want to have real conversations and stop the problem. Thank you, Cassie. And let's have you on next week, and let's bring up some cool issues to talk about. My sister, I mean, she's really cool, Cassie. Was on a panel with her last night. Unadopted. Adopted. Whoops. Something's up when you have people from all colors, creeds, and socioeconomic backgrounds saying, send them back, build a wall. You aren't even a race. Something's up when you have people from all colors, creeds, socioeconomic backgrounds saying, send them back, build a wall. Wow. This is a heavy comment. And look, I got to tell you, this is where my liberal side definitely comes out, and I don't like dehumanizing immigrants, undocumented. Everyone deserves dignity, and the problem is, this is a real problem, is we are tapped out in resources at the border, in our budgets. So unadapted, I love this. I loved that you commented, but you tell me, give me some solutions, give me some ideas. Because Democrats and Republican leaders, they're fucking leaderless and clueless, man. They don't know what to do. And the other things you hear all the time, man. I've heard this shit from people of all different backgrounds, whether they're white or black or Asian. Go back to where you came from. You're not, so it's all. Listen, being an ignorant, racist prick, it is an equal opportunity. Anyone can be a racist, ignorant prick. Anyways, I actually find Latinos can adopt far-right supremacist talking points really disgusting. I actually find Latinos that adopt far. I mean, far right, yeah. Far left, yeah. It's all disgusting. Anything extreme. When you're that extreme, Ralph, there's no discussion. You can't come to the table and talk. Do you understand? So yes, but that's just half of it. I find, when you're that extreme, if you're talking like far right, far left extreme, that's nuts, brother. The IJP Mexican, to be fair to this dumb article, I've seen some Mexicans say pretty sus stuff about race. If said by a white person be called white supremacist, article is still dumb. Yeah, no, listen, I said that. Look, that doesn't take away anything from what people in our own culture, Latinos say to each other, Latino blacks say about blacks. We say some disgusting stuff. I'm not. But again, to me, that is a human behavior thing. That thing of wanting to be white. I just think that is not the issue anymore of a skin color, more of economic upward mobility, than it is to just to feel that you want to be a part of something. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's different. I mean, definitely different than 100 or 50 years ago. This is why we mock your own. What? I don't know what that means. People who use tragedy to racially divide are despicable. This is just like the people who push gun control after shooting before the body's even cold. I mean, that I really can get behind, guys. To me, when you use this strategy to anytime you're using something to divide people, because you gotta, when you're making an argument, you write in a paper, right? You got, just assume 50% of your audience that reads or whatever, they're not going to agree with you. So how do you write a persuasive speech, like persuasive paper? right? To come to the table. Is it to divide people? Well, then you're an extremist, right? So we already said that shit's bad. All right. Chris Gore, welcome to the party. It's a big tent. It's a big tent now. It's a big tent these days. Amen, Chris. And uh, the more we can do stuff together, and the more barbecues and movies and shit we can do together, the better off we'll be, man. Amen, man. Can't make this stuff up. Hi, man. Love you, man. Chris Gore for $4.99. Your Oscar video was on point. Love you, Paulie. Hey, thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. I got a couple of I got one more. Thank you for being in the chat, brother. How did your Star Wars thing go? Rooftop Korean. It's been a while. Thank you for taking the model minority tag away from us for a bit. Shit. You're welcome. You're welcome. Black lives or black votes. Don't get me started on what they say about black conservatives. Those guys are called the blackface of white supremacy. It's insane. Wow. But see, if you're a Democrat, independent, or Republican, and you're making some sense to me, I'm going to listen. I'm going to check you out. And we can have a conversation. Unadapted. Thank you. Got into others' neighborhoods, enjoy their cultures, food, art, music, etc. Just go with respect. Don't go with your cameras up and complain about customs. It's the U.S. Celebrate diversity. Amen. Unadapted. Love that. This author probably lives in Martha's Vineyards. Ugh. The author needs to hang with the Midnight's Edge fandom. A more diverse crowd does not exist. You're right. Aaron, what's up, Aaron? It's pretty damn sad that reality has become crazier than any fiction Hollywood has ever dreamt of. Yeah, brother. What's going on with that? Ooh, thank you. Romy just came and got me a Coca-Cola Zero. Listen, I know these aren't great for you. I know these are bad for you, but I'd much rather have this than an alcoholic drink. Chad, what's up, Chad? Makes me think of what Thomas Sowell said about academics. It's a sad day, man. Julissa, one big melting pot. Can we all just get along? We all do get along, Julissa. That's what Chris was saying. We've been getting along. Don't let them fool you. See, that's the thing with this media and this story, right? Is that they assume we're all divided. We're all not getting along. We all hate each other. Man, we have been tolerant. We have been loving. We have been kind. We have been hanging out, supporting, loving, and caring for each other since we can remember, because that was what Americans do. And that's what we've been doing a majority of the time. If we were not, and we were acting like animals, like they think that we are, a majority of the time, we would have perished already from this earth as a nation. So give me a break with this division. The shooter was a fascist, pure and simple. Sorry for being behind. No, Willie, you are right. You're absolutely right. It's pure and simple. Remember those 1980s block parties in LA? Oh yeah, block parties. Let me tell you, man, we went to a neighborhood barbecue Sunday right down the street. Other neighbors, some new people. Man, I love my neighborhood. Chris Gore, you got to come down. And we're actually throwing a barbecue in a few weeks. That's what it's all about, man. Yeah. Chad, I'm going to read this. Got a jiu-jitsu question. I got a bulging disc in my backbone. I want to take up jiu-jitsu. Is it possible it can make it worse? No. I mean, any activity, but that is a really, hey man, why are you taking this down? That is a Fletcher Williams, man, producer 2.0, just killing it. Chad, email me and we'll talk. Can I give you some recommendations? latinoslant@gmail.com. I've worked with men of all different kind of health disabilities. And at the end of the day, we have improved their way of life with jiu-jitsu training, with yoga. I probably would do yoga with you. I currently train yoga and jiu-jitsu with Mexican Iron Man, Culture Casino, Loki, Nick from Echo Base Network. Just, any man who wants to just right the ship, get balanced, and it's good for me because it keeps me, sharp on my skills. It's the best. Thank you for those super chats. Let's play some super videos. How about that? Here we go. Thank you, Chris Gore. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, everyone, for those awesome super chats. What a show. What a show. Listen, we're here every Wednesday after Film Threat and their live show. And, always just trying to go from one great channel to the other, be a part of this rich and diverse community. Some people call it the fandom, some people I don't know what. It is filled with a lot of different people, different backgrounds with different opinions, and very enjoyable. I loved the chat. I loved all you guys that were here today. A lot of you guys getting to know and love, but a lot of new people here and a lot of old friends. So, you guys are incredible. Paulie, I just want to say I love this conversation. You always have great topics. Well, we got to keep pushing the talk, man. And the Latino slant is built for that. Let me tell you something. A big YouTuber who I recently met, I've streamed with. He's huge. He's got a huge channel. We were hanging out recently, and he says, Paulie, you're really underrated, but you should stop doing the Latino thing. And I was like, yeah, it's not the first time I've heard that before. And that's why I do it, because it's something I really believe and am passionate about is, sharing what an amazing culture Latinos have from Mexico to Puerto Rico, all the way down. Maybe the Argentinians. I kid. It's what I do. But we got to share with you guys. So, the Latino slant is built for this. And again, I just want to thank all you guys in the chat. Okay, so wow, that was fantastic. If you're getting here late, check out the replay. How many likes did we get? 84. If you haven't already liked this particular stream, hit the like again. Hit the like again. Let's try to get up to 100. But that's what a great stream. We'll be back next week. I'll let you know, what guests we're having live every Monday and Wednesday. We will have new videos for you guys. I want to I need to put on the books some recitals that I'm going to do. I want to recite more of Heat 2, the novel. I want to recite a little bit of some old pre-Columbian poetry, maybe a Chicano poem as well. I'm thinking of Jimmy Santiago Baca and some of his incredible poetry. Been thinking about this for a while. We'll do some live readings, but then let this be known now. Yours truly has a novella done, and it is done. What we're going to do is take this novella and its images, we're creating the GoFundMe and all that good stuff, but it is ready to share. And I think you're going to really love the first of many stories that I've been creating in this world for the last, I'd say, over 20 years. These characters I've been working on in different iterations, but this is a short story. It's a novella. I would say no more than 32 pages, and it is ready to share. So what I'm going to do is I am going to have the GoFundMe ready to go, and we were going to have a book reading party. And the way that's going to happen is I'm going to invite like people like Romy, some other actor friends of mine, to do a live reading in our living room. We'll set up a couple of cameras and they're going to perform for you and read the book. Yeah. We're going to read the book for you guys. And while we're reading the book during that party, we're going to urge you to buy a copy off the GoFundMe. And the GoFundMe, it'll include the book, it'll include a poster of the characters. The characters are beautifully. Oh, you got to see these images. These images are just insane. And more details to come. I just wanted to let you guys know, because like Chris Gore, who does movies, documentaries, I believe it's really important for us little old YouTubers to create as well and put it out into the world, because you don't just want to be that person that just sits there on your bum and bitch and complain at the world about things that come out. You want to dip your feet into the creative waters. And who knows? You might be the next Nolan, the next Picasso, the next, great creator. Okay. I think that's it. Let's see what you guys are saying. Pinata Pina, it's time to go. Breaking news, just got attacked. What? Okay, I'll look at the news later, guys. We're going to end it on a high note. You silly man. Take care, everybody. Let me bring up the closing credits, and then we'll bring in Fletcher. He'll give his thoughts while the closing credits are going.
Come on, y'all.
Hey, buddy.
Come on, y'all.
Hey.
Another show. You said we got two new sponsors? What is that?
We got 2 new sponsors. So thank you so much to Crimson Mist, who just became a sponsor, and Gonzalo Bergali, who just became a sponsor. Thank you so much for supporting the slant. You too can become a sponsor. Just hit down below the tab right there on the YouTube channel and become a sponsor to the slant. We really, really appreciate it.
Hasta la próxima.
Hasta mucho luego.
Good stream. Peace. We'll see you next week. I gotta get a hold of her.
Hasta luego.
Yeah, you saw her on that stream last night.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, she's a fiery one. I like the fire,
right?
Because then I can chill and let them fire. We talk, fire. Talk. Oh, what happened to the chat?
Oh.
What happened? Oh, the chat went out. Okay, bye Julissa, bye CJC, Rabnod, Raf M, all you guys, much love. I see what happened. Okay, and let's just say hello to our generals, Channel Starface, Mexican Iron Man, Georgia Giant Slayer, Deleted Scenes, Didi Myers Jr., that 70s rock fan. Our theme song is by Eduardo Fajardo. Wherever you're at, keep your slam fuerte. Adios.
Adios, everybody.